So I don't know, like maybe 18 or 20 sheep. Uh, I don't know. Are they hard to shave? I can shear now, because shearing them myself is going to be a big deal. So I might need a right. Hmm.
Look, why Santa Claus's fingers would smell like buttermilk, I have no idea, but they did. I'm not lying about that. I'm telling you the truth.
Hmm. Right. Well, I mean, as far as live chickens, I mean, as long as they're, those talons. I mean, are they? Do you have like those little rubber things you can put over the tips? Because I mean, there's going to be a lot of naked people there, so I don't really want anybody getting cut up. I think that's a lot of peroxide.
No,
So
no. I need pajamas with feet, pink and purple. That's it. But they gotta have the feet.
oh,
Feet.
hmm. Right. Okay. Well, I mean, I
Oh,
guess if you have to use a box.
Eric.
All right, Tim. What's up?
Um, we're live.
We're on the air.
Oh shit. Yeah, I was sorry, folks, if you heard any of that. That little embarrassing, but we are live. We are the Just Two Speak Show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 74. Dude, we're getting there.
74.
We're getting into the big 100.
We're gonna hit it.
And what are we going to ask for from the boss when we hit the big 100?
I want a Cuban cigar.
Oh, look at you right off the bat.
That's what I want. He's only about 90 miles from Cuba. I want a real Cuban.
See, I was going to say something simple like, how about some movie tickets or some shit? But you're
I'll
going
take
all
some
out.
movie tickets.
You're
I'll
going
take
all
some
out.
movie tickets.
What's up, everyone? I am, as you should know by now, Mr. Big Daddy Cool Tim Tawala. With me, as always, is my tag team partner, Mr. Eric Zan. And Eric, you're having a little problem this week, as is your name. Why don't you tell the good people what finally struck you after all these years? Well, 2 years.
I finally got bit by the COVID-19 bug. And
Eric is currently wrestling the COVID.
And Lauren and I are in quarantine, and I mean, I'm done Friday, so it's no big deal. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm managing. I can't speak for other people because everybody's different. I'm fortunate, I guess. Not, I mean, I don't. Let me just set the record straight. I don't feel great. Okay, I don't feel great at all, but I don't feel bad enough to where like I need to lay in bed all day. Like that's just I just feel kind of I just feel kind of shitty. So, but
that's
whatever.
Being vaccinated. When I had it, it sucked bad.
You weren't vaccinated?
I was vaccinated when I got it, thank God. But it wasn't as bad as I probably would have been. First 2 days were rough. After that, it got a little better.
Yeah, Saturday night kind of sucked, and Sunday I had more body aches that day. But Monday and today, I'm just kind of tired now. I mean, I'm still nasally, but I had a cold before, so like I had a cold. I had a throat infection. Okay, I had tonsillitis. Then I got a cold. Then I got fucking COVID. Like all within like 1 week, 2 week, 3 week. So
you got the trifecta.
Okay, I'm still here. So
that's right. And by the way, I didn't ask you about Lauren. Did she test positive or negative?
She's positive too. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yep.
And how was she doing? Symptoms?
What, Lauren? I took it before you did. She that well, yeah, no, that's what. This was last night. That's what clued me into it. I came home. I came home, and she's sicker than a dog all day. And of course, I've only been texting her all day. I didn't really talk to her. I didn't know how she sounded, how she looked. So I get home, and I thought, Elvira was here, looking at her. I'm like, holy fuck. So she's like, she's holding the test. She's like, you might want to get tested. And I'm like, why? She goes, holds it up. I'm like, oh fuck. So I did it again because like I said, I've been testing myself the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? And sure enough, here we go again. I did the test, and within like what was it, a minute and a half? It was like when you're pregnant, when you're super pregnant, and you hit the pregnancy test, and it blows up. That's what the COVID test did. It was like dropping a piece of paper towel in water. It just went
Wow,
lit
that's
right up.
crazy.
So yeah, but like I said, good. I'm doing okay. Lauren's feeling all right. She has like the more flu like than me. Um, she had a temperature this morning. She was like 101 this morning, and she's a little warm again. But I mean, you know what? We're managing. You know, we're doing it. So
Good.
everything's all good. Everything's all good. Thank you, Carolyn. Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Hector.
Hector, that's a new name. Welcome to the show, Hector. I think you're a new guy. I think your first time, if I believe. So welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
I thought I saw Hector before, but maybe
I'm losing my mind. I don't remember. But anyway, thank you all anyway. Yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, this is the week for you. We're literally talking wrestling every single day this week. Monday all the way up till actually Monday all the way up till next Tuesday. No, actually it's wrestling every day for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Can't stop it. Raw last night. Tonight you got NXT. Wednesday you got AEW. Thursday we got Impact and TNA. Friday got SmackDown, a special SmackDown, which is leads into WrestleMania because they're going to host Andre the Giant Battle Royal this year. So you got SmackDown, you got the Hall of Fame immediately after that. Then you got AEW. We have the other AEW show. Saturday's WrestleMania, Sunday's WrestleMania, and there's also a Ring of Honor show sprinkled in there somewhere, which is absolutely crazy.
Wow, Ring of Honor, huh?
So this is the week. If you love wrestling, this is the week to be around. That's right, Frank. See, 316, just too sweet. Just too sweet. By the way, Eric, I want to throw something at you. I'm going to do it live on the air, put you on the spot.
Do it.
I'm thinking, we do our WrestleMania preview show Saturday, which we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen. We should make our picks. And whoever beats us, if anyone can beat us in our fan thing, we'll throw them a Just Too Sweet t-shirt for the victory. I think we should do it.
I'm in.
I think it's time to start throwing t-shirts out to people. Give them a chance to win one of these awesome shirts that we get to wear. So that'll come Saturday. We'll make our picks. You guys make your picks. We'll see who beats us, who can get that t-shirt made. We have the original logo, which you see behind us. We have a new AEW style logo. A couple of, we're gonna try all different kinds of things now with the show. So that is awesome. But we're gonna start on some shitty news, just like we started on some shitty news last time. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. Another member of the Clique has fallen.
Yeah.
Triple H forced to retire due to some major heart problems he's had. Back in December, he was diagnosed with those heart conditions, but he was very quiet. Stephanie was very quiet about it. No statements were made. Anytime she was asked, how's he doing? He's doing fine. Turns out he is not doing fine. No. He is forced to retire from in-ring competition. 2 Clique members in 2 weeks, dude. That's got to suck.
Yeah, down and out. And if I heard Triple H right on the Stephen A. Smith show, he has a pacemaker and a defibrillator. Or is that how they do? Is that how they do it now? I don't know.
I don't know. Definitely a defibrillator. I don't know about the pacemaker part.
I thought there was a couple things in his chest he can't do anything.
Probably.
Anymore.
I'm sure he can. I'm sure. Yeah, because he said it's a genetic thing too, to where his father, grandfather, and great grandfather, I think, died from it
at his age.
Yeah, at a younger, 52, 50 years, something like that. Young.
Yep.
So that absolutely sucks. Another. We're losing them. We're losing them one by one. It's not fair.
No.
And I know
we need him around.
And Triple H, Eric, I think, is the one guy that me and you will probably never agree on. But you got to give him his props as far as being a ringleader, what they call it, a ring general, as they say, as far as
100%,
being able to lead wrestling.
I like Triple H pre 2002.
Pre-game?
After 2002, I was like, you know what, the King of Kings, the game, the whatever else you call it. I'm like, all right, man, you got enough nicknames. You're married to the boss's daughter. Like, you could be better.
But how about he does have some of the best entrances of all time. Come on, his Conan entrance wasn't great.
I thought it was all overdone, man.
Really?
I like a straight up Undertaker entrance. It's just dark and simple. I like the HBK entrance. It's just jumping around and getting into the crowd.
Dude, he swung it on a string once.
Yeah, but that was for the Iron Man match. That was a one time deal. No, I like I said, I don't hate Triple H. I absolutely love from when he started to 2002, and I like sporadic stuff of his because he's always had. Here's the thing: you're always going to get a great match with Triple H, no matter what. You're always going to get a great match. Nobody's going to work harder in the ring than him. Nobody. And as far as like being good for the business, probably there's very few others you could pick that are better for the business than him. Those three, I will give you right off the bat. But as a fan, I wasn't as much of a fan after 2002 than that. So
it's fair enough. I'm not going to judge you.
no,
we'll have our opinions. Yeah, I liked him. Once he hit DX, I did like the Blue Blood character though. Blue Blood character was a great heel to hate. You wanted to hate somebody, that's the dude you were going to hate because he was obnoxious, he was annoying, he was self-serving, and he was fantastic at it. He was great, and he looks like a Blue Blood.
He does. Well, he's from New Hampshire.
He looks like one of those dudes. He looks like you want to punch. He looks like he's from like England though, like from somewhere like like he really should be back in one of those riding a horse back in those goddamn days.
Yeah,
in a British rom-com or some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean Nashua, New Hampshire, that's the same shit, Blue Blood. So, but no, Triple H is great. And that sucks. Like I said, no, it's just I'm a bigger fan pre 2002 than I am post 2002. That's not saying I'm not a fan of some of his stuff. I like a ton of his stuff, but
so you like DX over the King of Kings?
Oh my God, 100%. It was getting too much for me. I thought Triple H could have just come out and done better, just stripped down. Like when he came out just to the Motorhead song, and he just walked out and spit water and got it. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. They were awesome, just plain old that. But like, I couldn't do the theatric shit. Like it was okay the first time, but. Man, I don't know.
I didn't like the Terminator one. Because that was also selling a movie. So it's like, dude, you're selling a movie, and now you're gonna have Triple H come out as the Terminator. That was kind of dumb.
No,
I thought the Conan one was great.
That was okay. It was okay. And you know what? Like, I got sick of the McMahons after a while, and Stephanie was always with him and being a bitch. And it's not like she was doing her job to get me to hate her. It's like, no, she wasn't doing her job because I stopped watching wrestling. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. So after 2002, I gave up because it was just getting too much. And the competition a lot of things happened. But
like I said, we got to give him credit as far as he came to WWE. He hooked up with the Clique. He was the last guy to join. And you ask any one of those guys, he was the one that. Kept them alive, I would like to say. Sean Waltman was as far as going to say that two of them would probably have been dead a long time ago, if not for Triple H. So you got to give him credit for wrangling those assholes in.
100%.
And then, he took all the heat for the curtain call. He was severely punished.
Which I don't think was fair.
It wasn't fair. It wasn't.
I don't think that was fair.
Look, we still got guys... And you're more of a purist, Eric, than I am. You're more of the old school guy. Are you okay with the curtain call by now? Like then you might have hated it. Are you okay with it now? As far as being a moment in wrestling history that you're really not going to ever forget?
I still think it's dumb.
You still think it's okay? That's your opinion too.
The thing is were we headed that direction anyway? Yeah. Because wrestling changes. You know what I mean? Wrestling, well, I got to hold my screen. Wrestling changes, okay? Like, I know it's like an earthquake. Well, no, because the screen was rattling it. Oh, God. Eat your ravioli. So, wrestling was bound to change. Wrestling was changing. Do I wish kayfabe stayed? Yeah, I do. But it didn't. And I think in some ways it helped, in a lot of ways it hurt. But we have what we have now, and this is the way it is. Um, but yeah, if Triple H is see, I have a bone to pick with him a little bit because if he's a purist too, and he is all about fundamental pro wrestling and all about whatever. If he was so adamant about it, why did he go along with it? Why? I mean, I guess he kind of had to, but if he had such pull with the guys, why didn't he just say, "Hey, maybe not. Let's just walk out together instead of doing the curtain call or whatever"? I don't know.
Well, don't forget too. If you look back on it now, if you watch the Click Rules and you watch the Monday Night Wars, they get into it and they're saying that it was just going to be one of those. Well, Triple H even thought they were going to stand him and Scott Hall were going to stand at the curtain and kind of give like a little wave, a little clap, like a little goodbye kind of thing. But then Scott Hall just said no, he went, and then Triple H just standing there to Vince going, "Do I go?" And Vince says, "I don't know, I don't care," and he said, "Okay, and I'll go." And Vince, Vince is the one who said, "Look, I didn't know what it was going to be." They kind of exaggerated as to what they wanted to do and how they were going to do it. So, I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of get it from a purist standpoint. It wasn't good for the business at the time, but also, no one thought that some kid was going to sneak in a video camera and tape the entire show.
That's the early days of piracy, man. Like,
yeah. And those kids weren't even there to film to sell it, or they're like, no, we taped every show. We watch it when they want to. They're pure fans.
Yep, 100%.
And then once YouTube became a thing, let's load this up to YouTube, and then boop, there you go. Curtain call is born.
It was everywhere.
And then remember Triple H and Shawn playing it on Monday Night Raw, screaming at Vince when they first became DX. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
So I mean, so now off the top of your head, Eric, if you had to pick favorite Triple H moment, could you do it?
My favorite Triple H moment?
Favorite Triple H moment. Match. It could be a match. It could be a promo. It could be a segment. It could be anything.
It's in WrestleMania 17.
Which we're going to talk about, by the way, in a little while.
And because you want to know why? Because I was there and I got to see it. And I was so happy because Vince, my partner Vince, and I were wrestling at the time, the Indies. We got into WrestleMania. We got to watch it. We were big Triple H fans. But, like, Tim, you don't understand something. I was a gigantic Triple H fan back then. Huge. Like, DX, I was all about DX. I mean, I was more DX than I was NWO. I'll be honest with you. That was what.
Oh, they were better. They were better after a while. They definitely were better.
But they came at different times. NWO came first, whatever. But anyway, dude, I was a huge Triple H fan, huge DX fan. I think he wrestled. Gotta help me here. X-Pac
at WrestleMania
17. Who do you wrestle?
Oh, hang on. I have it right here too. I know we're going to talk about it.
Not X-Pac. Fuck. Kane? No.
Hang on.
I can't.
Everything gets overshadowed by The Rock and Austin at that one.
Yeah, which was an okay match. That wasn't the best match of the night.
Oh, Undertaker. Duh, it was Undertaker.
You sure? I thought Undertaker wrestled the Big Boss Man.
At 17? No, I'm looking at 17 right now.
Oh, wait a minute. 17 is the one with the gimmick battle royal.
So
I was at 15. Never mind. I was at 15. I'm so far. Listen, I have a fever. Don't listen to anything I say tonight, guys. Okay, no. Then no, I'm totally wrong. My favorite WrestleMania 15. Who did he wrestle? I think he wrestled X-Pac.
The gimmick battle royal was that he was 17.
Yeah, 17. But whoever but getting to see him live again, because I got to see him as Jean-Paul Levesque because I saw WCW live back in '94.
Jeez.
I got to see him as the Blue Blood wrestle Henry Godwinn on the house show circuit. And I got to see him as DX Triple H with Shawn Michaels. Got to see him with DX Triple H with the new DX. And then I got to see him as Triple H. So I've seen him live 5 times. And it was so cool every time. But
Awesome.
probably seeing him live at WrestleMania at 15 was probably my favorite Triple H moment.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I have a couple. I have one is, of course, is the famous "I Am the Game" promo
Uh-huh.
with him and Jr., which was a shoot. He was pissed. He came out and told all his feelings, and he's cursing and so you talk about the game, and he said, "I am the fucking game." That was the first time he said it. Great, 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 great. If you want, go on YouTube and watch that right now if you want. Well, not now. You're watching us now. When we're done, you
Yeah.
go watch that.
Watching it.
Um,
Tim, can
and
you go on, Tim? I have to run to the bathroom quick. I
go
got to
ahead,
take some stuff. Hang right on, okay?
do it.
Otherwise, I'm going to have a coughing fit, and I don't want to do that.
Do it. Yeah. So that was my number one. It's a great promo. It's a real promo. It's a from the heart promo. It's him talking to Jr. about getting screwed by McMahon over the famous curtain call, and now he was punished for a year. And now he's the effing game, and it was fantastic. My second favorite would be when he came back from his injury. He was out a long time. One of the greatest pops I ever heard in my life was when he came back to Monday Night Raw. The goosebumps were out of control, and they were promoting it all night. They were promoting it all week, really. Promoting it all night. He came out all jacked up in his leather jacket and his tight ass jeans. Not that makes a difference to me. Maybe, maybe not. That was a fantastic moment. And the third was when we went to WWF New York, which was a thing back in the day. It was a restaurant back in the day, and we went to see a concert there. Drowning Pool was playing, and right in the middle of their set, they did the Triple H song, the remix, and he came walking out. No shirt, tight ass pants, big ass combat boots. It was a pretty cool moment. So I was really 2 feet away from Triple H when that happened. I was like, holy, he's just flexing, running back and forth, and pouring the water. So that was probably my third favorite moment.
That
So
was that was at a concert.
yeah, we went to WWF New York. They had all those like 2000s bands, your Deadpools, your all those type bands, new metal, I guess they called it back
Yeah,
then.
yep, new metal. I remember that.
And and so Drowning Pool comes on, and he playing the Triple H song, and he came out, and this
Nice.
fucking dude was jacked, and they said he was jacked up, wearing his tight ass jeans and his big boots, and pouring the water and just flexing and screaming. It was pretty freaking cool. And yeah, Raul, I just said that, Rule. That was my second favorite moment when he came back from the injury on Monday Night Raw. One of the greatest pops I ever heard in my life. I'm pretty sure I had a tear in my eye.
That was
Pretty
a
sure
good
I
one.
did.
That was a good one.
Pretty sure I did.
The my buddy Bergman, Eric Bergman, he's seen Triple H at a Motorhead concert.
Nice.
Yep.
Big rock guy, so we know.
Yep.
So that's it, Eric, man. Two down.
And we got
3 to go.
Nash, X-Pac, and HBK left.
Oh my God.
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, at least Triple H ain't dead. He's just retired, which is
He's
fine.
just retired, and
He'll
he's
live
fixed.
nice long life with his new with all those gadgets that he's got inside him now.
Yeah, and there's billions of dollars. He's gonna be fine.
I mean, X-Pac you got to worry about because he's always like a danger. Shawn Michaels
X-Pac's been good for years, man. X-Pac's
he has
doing
been.
good.
No, he has been, but he's the one that you would think would go next. Shawn Michaels is in bed with Jesus, so I think he's okay. And Kevin Nash is getting ready to film my Magic Mike 3, so I guess he's all good. I guess he's all good.
3.
They're doing a trilogy.
Same cast and everything?
Same cast and everything.
Cool.
So he's getting ready to do that. So those are our Click members. And they said we will one day have our Click countdown overview again. But I think ever since we started talking about it, they started dropping off. Maybe we should shut up for a little while.
Yeah, let's start talking about
and they stop vanishing.
We'll start talking about, I don't know. I don't want anybody in wrestling to die.
By the way, you said you saw him against the Godwin. Did he lose? Was that during the punishment phase?
Hang on, it was okay because I saw it was one of Razor's last matches. He wrestled Jerry the King Lawler.
Diesel. So it had to be the punishment phase then, right before Razor left, right? That's when he started to win again.
It was in May '96, so it was right before Razor left. Like I literally think I saw him his second or third to last match. Yeah, no, he lost. He definitely lost. No, I think he won.
Really, on a house show.
I think he won. I'll have to look. You know what? I'll go ahead and find the card and settle it that way. But I
Was it
think
like
he won.
was it a gimmick match, like a pig pen or a?
No, it was just a wrestling match, but it was cool. It was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on from that. We all wish him good luck. We all wish him he's one of the greatest. No matter what anyone says, you like him or you love him, don't matter. Real quick, Eric, too. I want to bring. I know we talked about it last week. I ended up watching all the episodes, all of them. Just threw it on. Decided to watch them all to see what Evil was all about, and we pretty much nailed it. The Hollywood Hogan episode was great. Randy Orton, great. I forget who the other bad guys were. Anyway, yeah, they were all great except for, of course, for the Sasha Banks one. No need. Just no
No.
need. No need for her. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's worth watching the entire series if you got nothing else to do. They're only an hour each. But it wasn't really great. It wasn't anything too special. They could have made it better. The Stephanie one was pretty decent. I just like how they go through all the how they became evil. It's some good memories behind all those
Yeah.
videos. But I mean, if there is not a second season where you get your Roddy Pipers and your Jake the Snakes and your because that's what this show should be about. Is that evil should be about promoting the old guys to see what you can get away with back in the day.
Yeah.
Not about now where there's just everyone's silenced by. Oh, I'm not going to get into politics. We don't know what that stuff is, but that's a bunch of crap.
It really is.
So let's just move on, and we are going to move on because it's WrestleMania week. We're going to do what some consider, what many consider actually, the greatest WrestleMania of all time. That is WrestleMania 17. I personally don't think it's the greatest WrestleMania of all time, but it's up there. It has its card. I mean, for back in the day, it was great because it was Rock Austin. Anytime you get your Rock Austin, it's going to be great. The first of their three meetings, and of course, this one had one of the biggest shocks of all time at the end of this show, which we'll get into. I know Raul was probably not happy about the ending of that show. Are you looking at that card there? I can see you're working hard.
I am. I found it. I must have my dates wrong because he wasn't on that one. But go ahead, Tim.
No. I want to see if you found your card.
I want to find.
I miss when they used to put the house shows. They used to put the house shows on MSG Network. You remember that?
Yeah.
I fucking love that. That was like the greatest treat ever.
It really was.
I remember when I lived in Queens, the other side of the street had cable, and we didn't. It didn't come to our side of the block yet. So my friend used to be like, "Yo, WWF's on tonight in the Garden. You want to come over?" Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
It was like the greatest treat ever to watch live from the Garden on a house show. Get Eric, I know you're working hard.
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Henry Godwin. It was Mark Merrow.
Okay.
And he lost to Mark Merrow.
Okay.
Yes.
It says, homie, stop losing to the goddamn Godwins by now.
Yep. So.
In a pig-sty match, whatever the hell they called it back in the day.
Yeah, but he was definitely losing to everybody.
Yeah, that sucked.
Getting buried, yeah. But you know what?
It worked out for the best.
It did. It definitely did. He had this storied career, man. He really did.
Well, we're gonna get to that ending in a second, Raul. We'll talk about it. I mean, I thought it was great because that back then you really didn't know what the hell was going to go on in wrestling. A few times I went to Sunnyside Gardens. Sunnyside Gardens Where was that, Terzio? Sounds familiar, but where was that?
I mean, that was probably back in the '60s.
And what's that little symbol you got in between 2 and Sunnyside? OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr.? What the hell is that?
Is that like Icelandic?
And here too. What the hell is that little symbol? OBJ, OBJ. I have a fib. You have a fibrillator in, Frank? That sucks. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank.
What is that little symbol?
I think he fucked up. I think he tried to put an emoji or something.
All right, whatever. Let's jump into WrestleMania so we can get going here on this fabulous, because we have 2 shows this week, people. We will be back for our WrestleMania preview show come Saturday at some time to be announced. Definitely, obviously, before the show. Duh.
Yeah.
So it'll be on sometime then. So WrestleMania 17, like I said, some consider to be the best. Houston, Texas, in the Reliant Astrodome. 67,000 people were at this one. And the big thing was Houston, we have a problem. Was a big tagline.
Huh.
So, yeah, they said the main event to that one was going to be Austin and Rock for the title. Right before the match started, they went to no disqualification, which was a great way to start that one, I thought. All right, so we're going to jump into it real quick. This ain't going to take long, dude, because like I said, I don't see the. I don't know. Well, the first one, X-Pac, or the X Factor, I'm sorry, which was just incredible. Remember Just Incredible? I thought he had a lot of potential.
Who, X-Pac?
No, Just Incredible.
Oh, big time. He was.
How come he never kicked? He never really got like famous. I wonder.
He was the what? He was the Aldo Montoya for a while, and he was
okay. I never went there though. I never went there. I went to the Elks Lodge plenty of times. I never went to Sunnyside Gardens though.
Up here, it was the Broome County Arena and the Catholic Youth Center.
Where's the Catholic Youth Center? Binghamton also?
Scranton.
Oh, Scranton.
Until Stone Cold went there and was swearing and middle fingering and drinking, and they were asked not to come back to the Catholic Youth Center.
Well, when the first word's Catholic, you kind of figured that one out. But yeah, X Factor was Just Incredible, and X-Pac took on Grandmaster Sexay and Steve Blackman. What the hell's going on there?
Whoa, that's quite an odd.
I don't even remember that even.
No.
By the way, Grandmaster Sexay was going to be my third name for this show, I think.
What's your second name?
Just because I like saying Sexay.
Sexay.
It's not sexy. It's Sexay.
Sexay. What's your second name?
I don't know, dude. I'm just spitballing.
Oh.
Well, I got Big Daddy Cool. I got Big Sexy. I got.
Oh yeah, okay.
Grandmaster Sexy, and then whatever else. That was a short match though. 2 minutes 46 seconds. Not really the right.
Would Blackman get in there and just fucking beat the fuck out of both of them, or
I don't know. Steve Blackman is terrible. Terrible character. I'm saying. I'm sure he could probably kill everybody within 5 seconds in real life, but he was a horrible, horrible character. It was boring.
Yeah.
Like if you could wrestle a piece of toast, he was a piece of toast.
With
no
beard,
butter.
Yeah.
No butter.
Yep.
No jelly. No.
But he was definitely the legit toughest guy there. I mean, I'd put him over on Shamrock.
I think so too. Like how many times we've learned as wrestling fans by now, the toughest guys are not the guys who are always in the spotlight. No. The toughest guys who can kick your ass are usually your Hakus, your William Regals, those guys.
Blackman.
They're never really popular.
Who else was Harley Race was tough.
Harley Race
was. I guess he was a badass.
I heard. Yeah, he was an underrated wrestler. I like Just Incredible.
He was awesome. PJ Walker, PJ Polacco, whatever his name is.
It's all right, Frank. We get it. We know your age.
Yeah.
Speaking of William Regal, the second match was for the Intercontinental Championship. Chris Jericho defeated William Regal. That's what I remember. So usually I watch these before we do the show, ladies and gentlemen, but work is getting a little crazy now, so I didn't have a chance to watch it. But I do remember this one. I remember this one. This is a really good match. I enjoyed this one. This is where they were he pulled the turnbuckle off and Jericho hit his shoulder. Regal hit his submission hold, but Jericho reversed it, ended up winning, which is a really good match. This is one of those William Regal matches you can watch and be like, okay, I get it.
I
get it now. So,
or the
next we
Goldberg match.
The Goldberg.
We'll talk about that another time.
But yeah, that's not even funny. That's just an ass whooping.
Yeah,
that's just a great ass whooping. How many of those have been? How many of those were turned real? How many can you off the top of your head where shit turned real like that?
Mike Rotundo had a match against enhancement talent in the NWA. Turned real. He had to, and because Mike Rotundo's a legit fucking wrestler. He's from up here, by the way. He's from Newark Valley, over across by Binghamton.
Mike Rotundo is?
Mike Rotundo is. Grew up here.
Really? The whole family is?
Yeah, his mother still lives out there, I believe. She's pretty old now, but I believe she still lives out there.
Wow.
No, but Mike's a legit badass, and there was a guy, I think his name is Death Row. His enhancement talent name, the jobber name was Death Row. Black guy. And he just took few liberties with Mike that he shouldn't have, and Mike shot on him and stretched him.
That's awesome.
Finley,
me laugh.
Finley, one time, I believe Brian Knobbs was going around in WCW beating up guys, up and coming guys that weren't as experienced. So they booked him with Finley the next week. I guess Finley beat the fuck out of him or toned him down.
I gotta watch. I love watching those. I remember Braun Strowman and Brock got into it. Remember a couple years ago, they were punching each other in the face for real. That kind of stuff makes me laugh. Like, that's real. That's real. That's real.
How long did Strowman last in that one?
Well, Strowman's the one who actually dropped who hit him first, who hit Brock, and Brock came up and said, "Okay," punched him in the face quite a few times, and then it kind of ended.
Yeah,
it was a typical receipt. You got me, I'm gonna get you. Let's move on to business. But I like remember when JBL beat the shit out of the Blue Meanie?
Yeah,
that's the kind of shit I like watching.
Yeah,
he just beat the shit out of the Blue Meanie. Now the Blue Meanie, is he worth beating the shit out of? No.
No, you want to know what else?
They even called JBL a bully for that.
Yeah,
but it's still interesting to watch.
Meanie's a great guy. He is, and he is not a tough guy at all, and he's not a violent guy. And JBL is a bit of a bully. He's a good guy, but he gets carried away a little more than usual. So if here's the thing I always ask people. Okay, did JBL ever try to haze Steve Blackman? Did JBL ever try to haze Ming? Did JBL ever try to haze Regal?
It's true.
I don't think he did, because he'd have gotten his right pinky toe pulled through his asshole if he did. But one more match you got to watch, Tim, is Skyscraper's match from NWA WCW, where this enhancement talent was obviously not trained right. He refused to sell. He didn't sell anything. He didn't sell clotheslines. He got right back up. Didn't sell the power bomb. Got right back up. Everything.
Wow.
So Danny Spivey beat the fucking piss out of him right on live TV. And dude, he was haymakering him.
If you can find that, let me know.
Tim, why don't we finish our WrestleMania, and as an added bonus, since we haven't violated any rules lately, why don't we watch a few receipt matches when we're done?
Watch a few receipts. We can try that. We can try it out.
We'll try a few, because listen, we do not own we're using this under the Fair Use Act for research purposes only.
Teaching how not to get your ass kicked by a professional wrestler.
Yeah, don't jump in the ring.
Yes, Frank, we know. So is Bray Wyatt. We know they're all about the Rotunda kids all being successful. Which, by the way, where the hell is Bray Wyatt? Dude vanished.
Don't know.
And
I wonder if he's coming back.
Eric, take a look.
Chris, you got the Rona too?
He's got the Rona too. It's getting around up there, I guess.
Cheers.
I have no age discrimination, Terry. None at all. But older people tend to have more trouble typing. It's just the way it is. I'm 46 and I'm already starting to have trouble with this shit.
Me too.
I have to go for my first set of glasses in like 2 weeks.
I wear readers. I should be wearing them now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to get my first pair. My first pair ever.
Nice.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Taz and the AA go. Here's Bradshaw. Taz and the APA defeated Right to Censor. Ooh, my Right to Censor, I hated them.
Yeah, they weren't great.
Bull Buchanan, the Godfather, Val Venus, all gimmick switching to nice, no nonsense,
Upstanding, yeah,
upstanding citizens, which really sucked.
it did. Val Venus was great.
Yeah, Val Venus was fantastic. Next, we had a triple threat match for the Hardcore Championship. I missed the Hardcore. In a way,
it was fun. It was fun.
it was fun. Kane defeated Raven and the Big Show in a 10-minute match.
Holy shit! They threw Raven in with those two behemoths.
Yeah, 10 minutes too.
Probably because he didn't stop talking before the fucking match started. They wanted to shut Raven up, so they threw him in with.
What do you think of Raven?
I like Raven. You want to know what's funny?
Johnny Polo?
Yeah, Scotty Flamingo.
Scotty Flamingo.
I was watching some shoot excerpts of him today, and he is probably one of the most intelligent people I've ever heard in my life. Like, his IQ has got to be like, I don't know, whatever, like that Mensa shit is. He's
like Lanny Poffo pretends to be.
He's actually really that smart. Raven is. He's a fucking genius. Like, he's a fucking genius. He's really, really smart. And I thought he was a great character. I liked Raven. I always liked Raven.
Yeah, I didn't mind Raven. I really didn't put together that he was Johnny Polo until like much later. I was like, wow, that's a character change right there.
Well, you would have been even more surprised had you watched NWAW. Well, it was WCW by then, but if you had known, like, he was Johnny Flamingo, because he feuded with Johnny B. Bad.
Oh, God. He's old then. I thought he was a lot younger than that.
Raven?
He's been around since those days.
He's probably 57, 58. Wow.
Forget these wrestlers, man. They go a long time.
They do.
Speaking of which, by the way, I missed the New Age Outlaws at that wrestling store we saw Demolition in, and I'm pissed.
Oh, they weren't
pissed that I missed them.
Good to see them. No shit, they were both there.
I usually get the notification for everyone who's going to be in that store. Somehow I missed the fucking New Age Outlaws, and I'm pissed off that I did it. Anyway, I'm sure they'll be back.
It's 57, Tim.
57. Eddie Guerrero, again, the European title. Do we need a European title again? I don't think we do.
I think it was just there because, I don't know, it's something maybe to boost ratings.
They didn't own the TV title yet, or the United States title yet?
TV title, U.S. title. Well, yeah, all they had was Intercontinental Tag and World, but they got by with that for a long time.
Yeah. But then the roster get bigger, you got to give more people an opportunity.
True.
So Eddie Guerrero defeated Test. And look at that. Dead. Oh, my God.
Dead.
Speaking of dead, Kurt Angle defeated the man we're not allowed to mention. Well, we can mention anybody we want in this show.
Chris Benoit?
That's Chris Benoit. The 15-minute match, which I'm sure was pretty goddamn good. Off the top of my head, I don't remember the match. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show that I am completely unprepared for. And I'm admitting it because I had a hard-working day at work today.
Me too.
So I have no problem admitting that I was unprepared. But I will go back and watch it to make sure that I know what I'm talking about.
I was not at work today.
Raul, 15-minute match. Angle versus Benoit. How was that match? Raul will tell us exactly how that match was. Next up, for the women's title, China defeated Ivory. And they had
defeated Ivory.
Yeah, they had that whole goddamn right to censor in her corner.
That's right. She was the right to censor. That's right.
Yep.
And that's when China had all that surgery, was wearing the skimpier shit, and she had giant tits and or boobs. I'm sorry.
Next up, Shade with Linda McMahon in his corner.
Yeah, that's right.
Defeated Mr. McMahon with Stephanie and Trish Stratus in a street fight. Uh-huh. Do I remember that one? I don't think I remember that one either.
I remember seeing bits and pieces of it, but
I just remember every time I see Shane do something stupid, I go, why, dude? Why? You're a millionaire. Why are you continuing to do these things to yourself?
And he went from being like a soft, white skinned Cub Scout build to being jacked. He was softer. He was softer than a grape back then, and now he's all jacked up. He's 50 years old. He's jacked.
Yeah, well, that's how they are now. They all do that 5 a.m. workout bullshit they're all doing.
Yeah, and growth hormone.
I know the next was the big one. It was the second time we had the tables, ladders, and chairs. Edge and Christian defeated the Dudleys and the Hardys in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Again, you can't go wrong. If you haven't watched these matches, first of all, you shouldn't be watching this show because these are the ones that you have to watch and be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like that's like ridiculous. Like these are the matches when Jax first got into wrestling. I sat him down and said, "Watch this," and even he was like, "How that happened?" I'm like, "Yeah, it looks like it hurts a little bit."
Yeah.
He's Raul saying, second match between on. I know there was some hard hits between them too. He's our guy. Raul's our guy. Our man on the street.
Raul's our guy.
He knows the thing. Were you into those tables, ladders, and chairs matches?
They were fun. I thought they needed to be a little more sparing because they started doing shit like that too much all the time, and like, I think reserving something like that for once in a while is better than like, oh hey, look, another one. You know, it's like, oh wow, gee, you know, can his neck get caught on the rung and slice his throat this time, or is he just gonna you know, crack his head open and eviscerate himself on the rung? You know, it's like, I think matches like that, I think you need to recycle gimmicks and not like pound them to death, because I think they got pounded to death. Dude, the first few were great, including that one.
Yeah, that one was. Well, the ones with those three teams
were great.
I'd watch them do anything.
Yeah, they were great.
They were all that freaking good.
Because those three teams had great chemistry together.
Oh yeah, phenomenal chemistry. And it said they were all different, same but different.
Same but different. Well, yeah. Edge and Christian were more like, you know, flamboyant, whatever, outgoing. They were more like you know, whatever wrestlers. Hardys were like flip flop around, high flyer, and the Dudleys were just fucking wreck your shit, you know. So
I like the Dudleys too, but I like all those teams. You couldn't go wrong with those matches. Next match, and I'm gonna have to go through this because this is great. Was the gimmick battle royal you were talking about? The gimmick battle royal won by the goddamn Iron Sheik after eliminating Hillbilly Jim.
Hillbilly Jim. And who was? You got to list them all, Tim. List everybody that was in it.
The Bushwhackers, Bush and Luke are in it. Duke the Dumpster Drosy,
Duke the Dumpster,
Nikolai Volkov, Tugboat, the Goon, Earthquake, the Gobbledygooker, which that wasn't really a wrestler. He was just a dude in a suit. Brother Love. Bruce Pritchard suited up to get his ass whooped in the battle. I remember saying that's pretty funny, considering again he wasn't a wrestler.
Yeah.
Michael Hayes, one man gang.
He got the biggest pop, you know.
Michael Hayes did?
Yeah, if you go back and watch the entrances, he got the biggest one.
Yeah, Brother Love, Michael Hayes, one man gang, Kamala, accompanied by Harvey Whippleman too.
That's so awesome.
And Kimchi. Kimchi was in it also. Jim Cornette, Repo Man, Hillbilly Jim, and Sergeant Slaughter.
Repo Man.
Wow.
Dude. That's such
when I found out that Repo Man was smashed from Demolition, I was shocked.
I figured it out because
the tattoo.
The tattoo, and
that's how I figured it out.
When he started talking, I was like, wait a minute, who's he? I was like, it's fucking Smash. And then one of my favorite matches of his was the 92 SummerSlam. That's my favorite SummerSlam. And he wrestled Crush, one of my favorites. So he holds a special place for me.
Oh yeah, we talked about Undertaker defeated Triple H. This was a 20-minute match. This was a good match too, but this is one of those. This is one of those where this is this was the first out of what, 3?
4, I think.
4 times they fought each other at WrestleMania?
I think 4. Because they fought like 2 in a row, then another one, then there was this one, then 2 in a row, then another one.
And he fought Shawn 2 in a row.
Fought Shawn 2 in a row.
All right. Yeah.
I could be wrong. Raul, fact check me.
He'll know off the top of his head. He don't have to fact check you.
No,
how many times did Undertaker fight Triple H at WrestleMania? And Triple H, man, he has to have one of the worst WrestleMania records ever.
Yeah.
That's him doing the business, I guess, because He barely ever wins at WrestleMania.
No.
Bring him back as Undertaker Triple H. Yeah, but who? How many times did they fight at WrestleMania, Raul?
How many times did Triple H and The Undertaker wrestle at WrestleMania?
Anyway, we'll get into the main event. Like we said, this is the first big meeting, the first of three. Austin defeats The Rock in a no disqualification match for the title.
I thought this was the second one.
Was it the second at
I
WrestleMania?
I thought he fought him at the one I saw, 15.
Let's check right now.
I think he did.
I thought it was the first, but I could
Unless
be wrong.
Austin fought Mankind. I can't remember.
I could be wrong.
No, Austin didn't fight Mankind. He didn't fight Mr. McMahon. No, he fought he fought The Rock at 15.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. He did fight with The Rock. So this is the second of the three.
Second of the three
times main event that they fought. And what the big shock about this one was, and at the time, it really didn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever. But Austin turns heel and joins the one man that he hated more than anything, Vince McMahon. 4 times between Undertaker and Triple H. You're right, Eric. 4 times.
It was 4?
It was 4. Raul says 4.
I thought it was. I didn't want to sound like a Mr. Wrestling know-it-all.
No, hey, I dude, I don't remember what I did yesterday, so it's good that somebody remembers something. So yeah, this is one of the biggest moments. Shocking, because I remember back in the day, especially during the Attitude Era, Austin joining Vince McMahon is like, what, why, how, where, who did this shit? This was almost on par with when The Rock. Remember, The Rock was getting good. They turned him face for like a week. Yeah. And then wham, he turns heel again just to beat Austin, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And this was like out of nowhere. Literally out of freaking nowhere.
Yeah. Yep.
Was there ever what was Austin's explanation? He just wanted to beat The Rock that bad?
I think he sold out, didn't he?
That's basically what it was. He just sold out.
I think he just basically sold out. And then he walked out that later in that year, right? This is 2002.
Yeah, it was later. Remember he had a great run as a heel though.
Yeah,
him and Kurt Angle.
Is that when he started doing the what?
I think the what was coming soon after that.
Because
but him and Kurt Angle with those bits that they did, oh my god, were they great?
I remember the first what? No, the crowd didn't know what to think because he was going, you know what, you damn bastard, what? Yeah. He kept doing that. And nobody was like, everybody's like going what? And then you'd hear some people laugh a little bit. So then the next week he'd do it a little more, and you hear somebody go what? And then by about a month, later, everybody's.
And 30 years later, it's still fucking
doing it.
They whatted Roman Reigns last night, and he said, "Don't what me." That's great.
Don't what me.
He said, "If you what me one more time, I want to beat the shit out of all of you."
What did they do?
They booed him. It was pretty funny.
That's great. Funny. That's great.
But see again, the thing with the what, my favorite thing is where that came from, and that was Austin leaving Owen Hart messages on his answering machine or his voicemail, and he would answer the question like, "Owen, what are you doing? What? You want to come down and get some beer? What?" And he did this for hours.
That's what Owen would do?
No, Austin did it to Owen.
Oh, I thought Owen did it to Austin.
And then Owen dared him, do that on TV. I dare you. And he goes, I can't fit that in anywhere. Like, I guess, but once he went heel, he goes, oh, I could do this now. And I think they all dared him to do it.
That's his nod to Owen.
They dared him to do it on TV, and he finally did it. So that was great. Yeah, Ro, that's right. The 2-man power trip. Austin and Triple H. Great tag team. Great heel tag team.
It is.
I see you working hard over there. What do you got? I know you're going to. All right, so this is the part of the show where you may get cut off, ladies and gentlemen, but who cares? Because the ones who are watching live can watch it live. The people who are watching us later are the ones who are about to get screwed. But we are going to show some. Well, we're going to show some ass whooping, some receipts.
We're going to show you what happens when you don't listen. When you're a wrestler and you're enhancement talent and you're learning, it's best to let the veteran call the match and just let him help you through it. Because listen, you're there for one another. Okay, this isn't a real fight. This isn't. Nobody's getting accolades. Nobody's like whatever. You're there to protect one another. Okay, your job is to make him look better. And that's the bottom line. That's why you're getting paid $400 a night to job. That's what you're doing. Back then, who made $400 a night? Who could dress up and fucking whatever. So this one, Tim, is Death Row versus Mike Rotunda. Disclaimer: Pop Culture Pros does not own or does not own the rights to this video. This video is being used for educational purposes and or research purposes only.
It's on YouTube. It's a public domain.
I am playing this as part of the Fair Use Act. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we are making no money whatsoever off playing this video.
No, this is being used as part of the Fair Use Act. So that's all you got to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Rotunda, who we just said was a legit tough guy, legit wrestler. He is wrestling Death Row enhancement talent, and as Tim and I will see, and I'll help comment. Him and I are going to comment through it, but I'll start to point out when things go awry.
At 249 pounds from Syracuse, New York, Captain.
If you don't let me pin you, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, like he should not have. That guy should have just listened to Mike and just been like, "Look, this is a quick match. Get you some exposure."
That's pretty goddamn funny right there.
So, do you want to watch the skyscrapers beat up the no cell guy?
Yeah, we'll show one more. Let's show one more. If you can find it. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it's so great after you could tell what's what now. And you could tell Mike Rotunda was pissed. And you know what? Yeah. Good for him for not killing that guy.
No. Okay, I guess I'm trying to find the match. Not Avalanche. I found the end where they beat the fuck out of him.
Just show that. Show the end then.
Show the end one here.
Yeah, they beat the crap out. That's all I want to hear.
Featuring to my right, the team from out of the mountains of Colorado.
Oh, maybe this is the whole match.
And Mike Blackwell.
Mike Blackwell, Avalanche. Avalanche without the E.
A team that comes from the city of Metropolis.
2-minute match, so this guy doesn't sell at all, dude.
Which guy?
The guy, not Avalanche, the other dickhead.
Pre-recorded comments from Theodore R. Long.
We are not making any money by showing these videos.
This is fair use. That guy Danny's fighting, watch. He sells nothing.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Dan's pissed. Look, he doesn't even bump.
And the skyscrapers.
Now look, dude, they're beating the fuck out of him. It's not over though. It's not over though. I think Danny just told him stay down.
Oh my God, he's getting right up again.
Blackwell ran right into the foot.
Powerbomb him, Sid.
They send him for the ride again. Double clothesline.
Wow, look at him get right up.
Norman's at ringside too.
Wow, that guy's awful.
1, 2, 3.
Look, he's trying to kick out too.
And he's trying to kick out.
No, that's nothing. Look,
he kicked him right in the face.
Danny just told that guy, hey, take a powder.
Oh my God, that is the greatest.
Look at this.
That is the greatest.
Danny just kicked him in the fucking face.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Now they're beating the piss out of him.
Look at Teddy Long, guys, don't kill him, guys.
Well, let's get out of here. This is disgusting. There's no reason for this. We'll be back.
So that's the infamous skyscrapers, dude.
Dude, that is fantastic.
And dude, there's so many of them. I'll have to go through.
No, you know what? Let's dedicate an entire show just to that next time.
Yeah, we'll have to do that sometime because, dude, it's so fun. It's so much fun, and a lot of people don't know the real. You know what I mean? There's so many of them you can catch. But yeah, that Mike Rotunda one, that was a good one. So skyscraper looks more like a midget. Terzio, listen, leave the jokes to me, okay? Leave the jokes to me. Leave the knowledge to Tim. Leave the jokes to me. And
Well,
you
speaking
just
of skyscraper, though, Sid the Man going in this week, Hall of Fame. You got Sid. You got, I think, Eric's favorite wrestling class ever.
ever.
You got Undertaker. We got Sid. We got Vader. The Steiners. And for some reason, Booker T's wife, Queen,
Yeah,
whatever. I don't care what her name is because there's no reason for her to be in the Hall of Fame when Michelle
Shayna?
McCool's aren't.
Shane
Charmel.
Sharmell.
No reason for her to be in the Hall of Fame. Zero reason for her to be in the Hall of Fame.
No. Hang
Not
on,
even
wait.
as not even as a manager or valet or a commentator or anything.
No. Is Gordon Soley in the Hall of Fame? No.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, dude. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here, but do not forget Saturday at some point we will have our WrestleMania preview show.
We will
talk about both nights. We're also challenging the people, our listeners, our watchers, to beat me and Eric in the predictions. If you do, you will get a Just Too Sweet t-shirt courtesy of us. Yes, that'll be coming up. And like I said, this week, you got NXT tonight. You got AEW tomorrow. You got every day this week there's a wrestling, including Friday, which is SmackDown WrestleMania episode, followed by the Hall of Fame. Watch that on Peacock because that's the only way you're going to see the whole thing, which is going to be great. No, it's Friday, Frank. It's Friday. What?
Again, with Terzio. He asked us last week too.
What? Which one?
The Hall of Fame.
This one? She should not be? Or this one?
Down below.
It's on Friday night, Frank. Friday night. After SmackDown.
You and Raul literally told him this last
Friday night after SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so if you're a wrestling fan, you literally have wrestling every single day until next week.
Yeah,
every day. So enjoy it. Go out there.
I'm asking because how you're going to have it right? Just oh my God, Frank. I'm taking you out to breakfast when I come back to the city. That's it.
There's a little thing called recording it ahead of time, Frank, which is what they may do.
Oh,
because SmackDown is Friday. Yes, NXT stand delivers on at 1. So you got a Ring of Honor special. You have, all kinds of shit this weekend. And too bad we weren't in Dallas because I bet every wrestler in the country is going to be in Dallas at some point because wherever WrestleMania goes, they put all the independent shows there, all the autograph shows there, which is pretty awesome. So if you're in Dallas, you can find probably every wrestler known to mankind will be in that area sometime.
And there's probably going to be more money made this weekend in Dallas than the whole football season in fall.
Got that right. More champions. There's more champions there this weekend than ever in Dallas.
Yeah,
remember that.
Ever.
Remember that.
Ever.
We just made Kyle cry somewhere. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, there's a little leaf fell off his bonsai tree.
Eric, any parting words before we go?
No, just if you get COVID-19, stay home and do a show with your buddy, and you'll feel better. And get I don't know if I have the B3.215 Quantico version of it, but I have a vaccine, so I'm assuming that's why I'm not as sick. I don't feel great, like I said, but I'm assuming I'm not as sick. But listen,
and you won't feel good for a while.
Yeah,
it's just the way the COVID is.
But just do yourself a favor and get a vaccine just in case you do get this. Don't listen to all the stupid fucking rumors of things that make it bad. Listen, there's no perfect anything in this world, okay? The only perfect thing there was in this world passed away in 2002, okay? He's gone. He doesn't exist anymore. And no, I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Kurt Hennig. So he was the only perfect thing I've ever known. So
I agree.
There's nothing perfect in this world. Do your part to make yourself better, okay?
And even if they are tracking you, who cares?
Yeah, they already know where you are anyway. You use the ATM.
You don't know what's in the Colonel Sanders chicken recipe. You don't know what's in the sauce on the Whopper. or on the Big Mac, I should say.
Yeah.
You don't know what's in anything you get. So
That's
why are you going to bitch over a vaccine? Who cares? If it keeps you from dying, get the fucking thing.
Yeah. I love these fucking right-wing crazy assholes because I'm not singling them out, but they seem to be the ones that are against it all. These crazy fucking right-wing assholes like my fucking stupid cousins that fucking live wherever because they're a couple of cunts. But, they'll sit there and preach about the fucking vaccine and everything bad about everything, but they'll go to the bar and fucking chow down 7 dozen fucking chicken wings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And go eat 7 boxes of mac and cheese. Use your fucking head. You know what I mean? Give me a break. Use your fucking head. Fucking, if I have to get Jim Cornette on here, I will.
I would love to get Jim Cornette on here.
I would too. I honestly think if we sweet talked him enough, I think he would.
Well, you know what? Let's try.
Let's try. We'll reach out to Brian last.
I think we should do it. Why not? What's the worst he can say?
What's the worst he can say? No? What the fuck? I got my own show, motherfucker.
Exactly. Fuck off, guys. He'll ask us, curtain call, yes or no? Fuck off. Like, all right, sorry, Jim. We're split on the curtain call, actually, Jim. We're split on it. Who cares?
Jim, what are your feelings on Vince Russo?
Fuck off. That's it. Everything will be fuck off.
Fuck Tim Horner, too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again once again for joining us at WrestleMania week. It is a good week. It is a fun week. If you're a wrestling fan, enjoy it. Let's hope they pull off a good show. Let's hope they pull off a good day after the show like they used to back in the day. That hasn't happened in a couple of years. No. But let's hope for a good show, everybody. Let's hope for positive vibes this week. Let's hope for a good fucking 2-night WrestleMania instead of this shit show that we've been getting the last couple of years. Even with COVID, you let it slide a little bit, but this year they're back in full. We better see a damn good show.
Yeah.
So that's it for us. Look for us Saturday. We don't know what time yet, but we'll do a preview show for both nights. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, just when you think you have all the answers, we change the questions.